Today's workout is going to be a full body flow using your Pilates ball. So we're just going to pop that to the side while we get warmed up, and then you're just going to come down onto your back here. So just make your way all the way down. Feet are grounded, making sure you can lightly brush your heels with your hands there so they're quite nice and close to your hips. Your arms start relaxed down by your side. Just take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to press your spine down into the mat through your imprint and slowly peel up vertebra by vertebra up to your bridge position. On your inhale, you can slowly roll it back down vertebra by vertebra through that imprint and releasing out to that neutral spine, that little lift through your spine at the bottom. So we're exhaling, imprint, rolling it up to that bridge, and inhaling to control that release all the way back down. So just opening up through that spine, waking up the glutes and abs slightly here, engaging at the top, controlling that lower down. So just give me 3 more like that, really making the most of that spinal movement, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to the top. Abs engage, glutes squeeze at the top there, and then controlling the lower. Let's go 2 more. And just give me 1 more, exhaling for that roll up to the top there, and inhaling for that controlled release. So releasing out to neutral again at the bottom there, so that little bit of natural curvature in your lower back. I want you to draw your elbows out in line with your shoulders so we can wake up that upper body a little bit more. So drop your palms back behind you and then lift all the way up. Now you're going to lift the hips as you scoop the arms up towards the ceiling. Drop the hips, pulling the elbows back out. Hands drop back, lift up. Reach the arms as you lift the hips. Pull back out. Drop the hands back, up, lift, drop, back, up, lift, and drop here, just for 3 more. So just waking up around that shoulder joint there for 2, lift, drop, last one, lift and hold on this last one, and just take little hip pulses at the top there for 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, hold the arms there on that last one. Slowly roll it down through your spine, maintaining your imprint with the mat to lift your legs up through tabletop from here. So knees directly up above your hips here. We're coming into a dead bug, so waking up that core a little bit more. So let's go left leg, right arm, lengthening away from your body, and then pulling back up to that start position, over to the other side, right leg, left arm, inhaling out, exhaling to pull back in. Alternating sides here, your goal is to maintain that imprint of your lower back with the mat. So keep pressing it down as flat as you can get it with the mat to allow that nice strong core engagement throughout this movement. Use the breath if you're not already. Inhaling for that lengthen, arm and opposite leg. Exhaling, pull back in, over to the other side. Let's just go for 2 more each side. Back in, over to the other side. Exhaling in, 1 more each side. To the other side. And then from here, you can release the feet and the arms down. Grab onto your Pilates ball now, and we are going to pop that in between your knees. So a little squeeze on the ball there to engage those inner thighs as we take our core set. So imprint that spine again. Lift those legs up through tabletop, relax those arms down by your side. So the goal here again is to maintain that imprint, that lower back pressed down into the mat. Little squeeze on the ball. So you're going to exhale into a toe tap with both feet. Inhale, draw back up. Exhale, squeeze onto the ball. Inhale, release. So 1 breath per movement, which makes it nice and slow and controlled here. Focusing on deep core work, so imprinted spine, strong core as you take the toe tap, lift, exhale, squeeze, inhale, release, exhale, tap, inhale, lift, exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Give me 4 more. Squeeze, release. Of course, with that squeeze, you get some inner thigh activation as well, which is a nice little bonus on top of your core work. 2 to go of this combo. Last one here, tap, lift, squeeze, release. So keep a little bit of squeeze on that ball. Bring your arms up behind your head now. Take it into an ab curl. So head, neck, and shoulders lift up off the mat. Nice and high there. Elbows are wide. Pull that belly down, spine down into the mat. Same leg movement. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Try not to speed it up from about this pace, thinking 1 breath per movement to maintain that pace. And that, again, allows that deep core engagement. Tap, lift, squeeze, release. Here for 4 more. Squeeze, release for 3. Keep using that breath to dictate that pace. We've got 2. For the last one of this combo, squeeze, release. Now from here, we lower the upper and lower body down together, and then we take it into a crab crunch. We lift back up through the middle. We lower upper and lower body. So we exhale, crab crunch. We inhale to lower. Exhale, crab crunch. Inhale, lower. So plenty of layers in this first core set here. Well done, team. I know we're working that core strong. We're feeling the burn. Let's go 4 more of this one. Exhaling up. Inhaling, release. Push that chest high, giving your core that nice challenge. We've got 2. Last one, hold at the top. So from here, we take little pulses onto the ball and pulses up through that chest. Here for 8. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, final exercise on our backs here. You're going to take a hold of that ball, pop it up to the front of your knees, drawing your knees together. So you're going to take one elbow onto the ball as the other arm extends out to the side. It's going to be a bicycle twist here, trying to maintain control of that ball the whole time. So keep that ball pressed into one leg as the opposite leg extends out. Come through the middle to switch it over to the other side. So as I say, your goal is to maintain control of that ball through your bicycle twists here. So grab a hold of it if you've lost it there. Bring it back in. Press open. Through the middle. To the other side. Through the middle. Good challenge here. 2 more each side. Twist. Recenter. Twist. Recenter. 1 more each side. To the other side. Come back to that first side and give me little pulses onto that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch through the middle to the other side. Control it for 5 pulses. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through the middle. You can take a hold of that ball and release yourself all the way out. Nice, team. So just draw those hands out nice and wide. Take some windscreen wipers with those legs there to open up through your hip flexors, to give those abs a little break, to release out through your lower back. And then from here into our next core set. So you're going to plant your feet and lift your hips. You're then going to pop that ball under the small of your back. So right down at the top of your hips, bottom of your spine there, and then drop the weight of your hips down onto that ball. So this is another deep core challenge, working through that stability and balance here now. So from here, drop those arms down to your side to start with. Pull your belly down into your spine as if you were imprinting it with the mat, if you were that close to the mat. And then from there, lift your legs up through tabletop. So immediately, abs engage. Immediately, you have that balance challenge. From here, let's just take alternating toe taps. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift back up through tabletop to the other side. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Keeping those legs hip distance apart, knees directly up above your hips. Belly to spine, shoulders relaxed. So a lot of form here to think about throughout this movement as you inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Good job. If you want more of a challenge, as always, with toe taps, drop those toes a little further away from your hips, and that will make it harder for that core to maintain stability there. Just give me 2 more each side of this one, and then layers to come, of course. We progress. Tap. Lift to the other side. Okay, from here, both toes now. Inhale, tap. Exhale, pull back up through tabletop. Focus on pulling that belly down to your spine as you tap and lift. Inhale down, exhale back up. 5 more here. For 4, tap and control it up here. For 3, we've got 2. Last tap and lift. Okay, final challenge here, optional. From here, draw your arms up if you're taking the challenge. And from here, you're going to take one leg into a single leg stretch, draw back in to the other leg, back in. So just 3 more of these each side. Deep balance challenge here. Exhale out. Inhale in for 2 more each side. And just take 1 more each side. Single leg stretch. Tabletop. Single leg stretch. Tabletop. Drop the arms to stabilize. Drop the feet. Lift your hips up off that ball and release it out to the side, rolling straight over onto your side now. All right, so this is going to be a stability side plank series now. So you're going to draw that back leg down with your foot there so your knee is up. So that's the grounded leg that's going to be pressing up. The stability challenge comes under the front leg. So that ball, you want to bring it beneath about mid-calf there, and then drop the weight of that leg down onto the ball. You're down on your forearm, so elbow beneath shoulder here. Top hand can be up at your hip to balance. Pull your belly into your spine, so it's going to be some side planking, but as I say, extra stability challenge using that ball. So from here, exhale, press into that back leg to lift up to that side plank. Inhale, tap down. Exhale it up. Inhale down. Pushing high, release. Exhaling up. Inhaling, controlled release. 4 more before we start adding those layers. Exhale up. 3. Here for 2. Good job. Last one, lift and hold. Reach the top arm up here. We're going to take some threads. Exhale, down behind the grounded arm. Inhale, open all the way up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. So try to get that top arm parallel with the bottom arm so you're getting full depth for those obliques, working them hard. Exhaling down, inhaling up. 4 more here. And open. We go for 3. And lift. Here for 2. Good. Slow and controlled as always. Last one. We open and hold. So you can either keep the top arm there or bring it back to your hip. From here, that lengthened leg, you're going to roll it over the ball to pull that knee up in front of your hip, and then lengthen back out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Control that ball. 5 more here. Keep the hips lifted. We go for 4. Well done, team. Super challenging work here. We've got 3. And lengthen. We go for 2. Take 1 more, roll in. Lengthen out, hold. Push the hips up, hold. And release. Nice work, team. Let's bring it straight over to the other side. So just bringing that back foot grounded there, front leg lengthened. And then finding, again, about that mid-calf point on the lengthened leg. Pressing it down onto your ball. Elbow is beneath your shoulder here, hand out in front of that elbow for stability. Try to keep the legs relatively close together here. Just trying to keep control of that ball before we get started. When you are ready, up into that side plank lift. Exhaling up, inhaling tap. Pushing high with those hips, controlling the lower. Good. Exhaling up. Inhaling, controlled release for 4 here. So really pressing that lengthened leg down onto the ball for 3. We've got 2. Last one, we lift and hold. So we release that top arm up and take it straight into our thread. Exhaling down behind the grounded arm. Inhaling, open up. Your gaze can follow that hand. All the way down, nice deep thread. All the way up. Let's go 5 more. Find that depth. Opening up for 4. We've got 3 here. For 2. And last thread, opening up. So from here, either keep your arm there again or bring it down to your hip, and then we're going to take that roll over the ball, lengthen back out. Exhale up. Inhale, lengthen. Pointed toes, nice long leg, controlling that ball as you keep the hips high. We've got 5. And lengthen. Exhaling up 4. Lengthening out. Good job. Here for 3. And out. For 2. Lengthen. Last one. Pull. Lengthen and hold. Press that leg down into the ball. Push the hips a little higher. Hold. Breathe. Release. Amazing, team. Take a hold of that ball. Pop it between your knees now for one final core exercise before we move into a lower body focus. So from here, take a little squeeze of those knees onto the ball. Lower yourself all the way down to your forearms, but stay nice and open through your chest. So shoulders down away from your ears. Pull that belly down into a C curve through your spine. Squeeze onto the ball and lift your legs up through tabletop. We're just going to take a simple pendulum movement. So you're going to inhale across to one side. Exhale to pull back up through tabletop. Inhale across to the other side. Exhale, engage to pull back up to tabletop there. So the deeper you go on that pendulum, the more challenging it's going to be to pull back up through that tabletop position. So it's all about that core engagement there to recenter. To the other side, recenter. Good job. 2 more each side. Inhaling across. Exhaling, lift. 1 more each side. To the other side here. Lift, and then just take little pulses onto that ball. Press those shoulders down away from your ears. Pulse. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your feet to the mat. Press into those hands to lift yourself all the way up. Nice, team. Okay, core is done. We're going to move into lower body now. So, using the ball, it's going to be, again, stability challenge, key word of this workout. So, with that ball, we're going to pop it under your right knee. And then you're going to make your way through a 4-point kneeling position here. So you've got knees are parallel with one another beneath your hips. Hands are beneath your shoulders. Curl those right toes under. And then with your left leg, you're going to hover that knee and flex that foot. And we're going to take some hip circles. So you push up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. So having that ball there, immediately core is switched on. And that grounded leg is working as well as the moving leg. So that's the fun of adding that ball. Let's reverse those circles now. Out, up, down, out, up, and down. Let's go 3 more. Using your breath. Last one. And now we take it into horse kicks. So just straight up, straight down. Flexed foot, nice deep bend in your knee the whole time. We're working that glute max, that big glute muscle through to your hamstrings. And then with that grounded leg, you've got that quad working. You've also got your core on to stabilize and balance. Let's go 4 more of these horse kicks. Exhaling up, inhaling down for 3. Here for 2. Last one, up and hold. Into a hamstring curl. So you're going to extend that leg out, curl it back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. So as long as you can get that leg, and then as tight as you can get that curl, heel to glute. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. 4 more. Open up through your chest, pull that belly up to your spine. Keep thinking about that posture throughout the movement. Here for 2 more. And take 1 more, extend, curl, extend and hold. Final exercise on this side is a combo. So that lengthened leg is going to slide across your body, so across that bent knee a few inches, back behind your body. Then you're going to tap it down to the mat, lift back up. exhale across. Inhale back, exhale tap, inhale lift. Use the breath, pull your belly to spine, flatten up through that lower back, open up through your chest. 5 more of this combo, slide, tap. For 4. So you get inner thigh introduced here as well. 3, tap here. For 2, tap. Last one, slide, tap, lift and hold, pull belly up, open through your chest, breathe, 3, 2, 1, and release off that ball. Pop it to the side momentarily before we come to the other side. You're just going to glue your knees together there, and then just bring your hands back behind you, pressing your knees down in front of you to find a little bit of length through that quad, which bears a lot of body weight there with that stability balance challenge. Breathe deep. And then releasing all the way back up. Okay, so that ball comes beneath your left knee now. So just press that knee up onto the ball. And then find your 4-point kneeling position from there, hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, curling those left toes under. And from here, straight into hip circles with that right leg. So exhaling up, inhaling out and down. Flexed foot, bent knee, oiling up through that joint there. 1 more. And then reverse that direction. Out, up, down. Out, up, and down for 3 more. Here for 2. Well done. Last one. And now straight into those horse kicks. So just straight up as you exhale, straight down as you inhale. Exhaling horse kick, inhaling release. Think about that posture, belly to spine. Lower back is nice and flat. Deep bend in your knee, deep flexion in your foot. 4 more of these. For 3. For 2, if that bottom leg is shaking, that's totally normal. It's working hard. Last one, we hold that horse kick and we take it into that extension and curl. Inhaling, extend. Exhaling, curl. So full length there and then full tight curl for 5 more. Let's go for 4. Here for 3. Feel that hamstring activate nice and tight. 2. And take your last one, extend, curl, extend. Take our combo now across to that slide, back behind, tap, and lift. Exhaling across, inhaling back, exhaling tap, inhaling lift. Check in with that posture. Check in with that core, chest, shoulders. 5 to go. Slide, tap. We go for 4. Slide, and tap. We've got 3. Nearly there, team. It's burning. Keep pushing through. For 2. Slide, and tap. Take 1 more. Slide, and tap. Lift and hold. Flatten up through that spine. 3, 2, 1, and you can release. Whew, that was tough. Okay, so pop that ball out to the side. We'll take that same little quad release, so knees together, hands out behind you nice and wide. Press those knees down so you get that length through the front of your legs, and then from there, take a big deep breath. We're going to do 1 set for our arms in our 4-point kneeling position, and then we're going to come up to standing to finish off the rest of the workout. So that ball is going to come under your right hand. Make your way back through 4-point kneeling. So hands underneath shoulders there, knees underneath hips. So it's going to be a tricep dip. So we're waiting through that left arm for the dip to start with. So the tricep dip, you're going to drop down as usual. As you dip, you roll that right arm over the ball. And then as you lift, you roll it back in. So try to bring the weight of your chest forward to that dip and then power it back up. Inhaling, dip and roll. Exhaling to lift. 5 more here. Chest to mat, weight comes forward. Let's go for 4. We've got 3. For 2. Last one, dip, lift. Switch that ball over to the other side there, and let's just go straight to that other side. Dip and roll. Lift and pull back in. Inhaling dip. Exhaling up. Get nice and low with that chest, bringing your weight forward next to that right hand as you dip. Lift. Let's go 4 more. We've got 3. For 2. Last one. And lift. Nice work, team. So keep a hold of your ball, and then you're going to make your way all the way up to standing. So we're going to do some combo work standing here. There's going to be still quite a lower body focus, but you're going to be using your core and upper body throughout these lower body movements. Balance, stability still. So that's the core theme of this workout. Alrighty, so first set, a combo. So take a hold of that ball in each hand. Legs are just slightly wider than hip distance apart, toes slightly outturned. That ball comes in front of your chest. So you're going to start with a normal squat there. As you lift, you're going to twist that ball up and across, lifting that left knee up. And then you're going to drop next time that same leg lifts out to the side with an overhead reach. Then we come over to the other side, twist, squat, leg lift with an overhead reach, alternating sides, squat, twist, squat, reach, squat, to the other side, squat, reach. Coordination required here, balance, lower body strength, core strength. Little bit of everything, a really good challenge. Nice work. 3 more each side. And lift, squat, twist, squat, lift. 2 more each side, squat, twist, squat, and lift. To the other side, and lift. 1 more each side, squat, twist, squat, and lift. To the other side. Nice, team. Now squat and hold. And from here, pulse onto the ball as you squat, pulse. For 5, 4, for 3, 2, 1. Lift into that overhead reach. Release. We're going to take a staggered squat now. Catch my breath. So that ball is going to come under your left heel. Press that left heel down onto it so you're on those tippy toes. Right leg comes out to the side. So it's a staggered squat. So that leg that's lifted up onto the ball is working slightly harder. So let's drop into your squat from there. Lift and press those arms back behind you. Inhaling squat. Exhaling, lift and press. So really press that heel down onto the ball to get the most out of this movement. Let's go 6 more. For 5, press. For 4, squeeze the glutes on the lift. 3, for 2, last one, drop and hold, of course. Press down onto that ball even harder. Pulse onto the ball as you squat, pulse. Just for 6 more, stay low. For 5, press 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and press those arms back behind you. Switch that ball over to the opposite foot. So heel onto the foot, toes grounded, opposite leg comes out parallel, and let's drop into that staggered squat on the other side, pressing those arms back behind, inhaling squat, exhaling lift. Good. Squeeze the glutes on the lift, drop low. Nice, team. 5 more. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. For 4, for 3, 2, last one, drop and hold. Okay, press down onto the ball as we squat, pulse. Here for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and release. Okay, amazing team. One more set to go for that full body. Ball is back in your hands. We are going to step the right leg out in front and the left leg behind at about hip distance apart here. So those hands come back together in front of your chest with the ball. And from here, you're just going to take it into a front reach with your lunge. Pull back in as you lift. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift. Squeeze on the ball as you reach. Slight release as you pull back in. Just for 4. Just for 3. Here for 2. Last one, hold, of course. Keep the lunge there. Draw that back foot back a little bit more if you want to come a little deeper. Exhale into an overhead reach. Inhale, draw back out in front. Keep a little squeeze on the ball the whole time here. 5 to go. 4 to go. Overhead reach. Stay low with that back knee. 3. For 2. Last one, reach and hold. Lift, release that ball out. Give those legs a little shake. So just that set on the other side, stepping that left leg out in front this time, right leg behind, hip distance apart with those legs, ball in front of your chest there. So really nice long lunge with a front reach and pull. Inhaling, drop. Exhaling, lift. So getting really nice and low with that back knee as you reach. Lift, 4 to go. That's it, take that little squeeze. Here for 2. 1 more, drop, hold. Keep the lunge low. Exhale, overhead, reach. Inhale, release. Keep the squeeze on the ball. Keep the back knee low. 6 to go. 5 to go. Here for 4. 3. Good, team, push through. 2. Last one, reach, hold. Straighten through the legs. Release that ball out, release those arms out. Give the legs a shake as you pop that ball out to the side. And we can stretch. So just shake it out, catch your breath, swing those arms around, kick those legs out. And we will stretch for a few minutes before you head off. So just relax those arms down by your side now. Tuck your chin into your chest and make your way into a nice heavy roll down here. Grabbing a hold of elbows with opposite hands and just take a ragdoll side to side, up and down. Super heavy there to loosen up. Breathing. Big deep breaths. Keep swinging for a couple more. And then when you are ready, plant your hands and find yourself in your 4-point kneeling position here. And let's take some cat-cow circles to release all the way out through that torso. So just start circling to one side as you take your cow stretch on the inhale. Exhaling back up to your cat stretch. Just go one more in this direction. Feeling that nice release. And then reverse it. So you get both sides through that body equally. And then after that last one, just hold your nice deep cat stretch, pulling that belly up to your spine, arching your spine up. Bring your feet together, knees out wide, sit yourself all the way back into a child's pose, dropping your chest and forehead to the mat, breathing deep. Exhaling out through your mouth for one more breath. Make your way back through 4-point kneeling, curl your toes under, pike your hips up, pedal your legs out here. So a nice deep pedal, dropping your chest towards that bent knee as it comes into you. Just take a couple more. And then press both heels down, tiptoe hands and feet up towards one another. Hang there for a breath as heavy as you can with that head, with those arms. Slowly restack that spine, vertebra by vertebra, until you reach shoulders at the top there. Bring those hands up to your shoulders. Take some full range shoulder rolls all the way up around that joint. Take a few in each direction there. And then from here, lace your fingers together behind your head. Pull those elbows in and pull your neck forward. And then go in the opposite direction, opening all the way out and up. Exhaling down and forward. Inhaling to open up. Let's go one more. And release those arms out to the side. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears. And that is your full body flow with ball done. Well done, team.